Hey guys, what's up? It's Snake and I'm back. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. I know I did. And it looks like we finally got 4 players together. Everybody with their vacations and going out of town and stuff. It was tough, but we finally made it. We got the Easter egg going on, and I know it's a little bit late, but better late than never. So here's the deal. We got those 4 buttons you just saw us press. We got to all press them at the exact same time to activate the eclipse. And you have to do that every single time for each of the steps. So for step number 1, we make the eclipse happen and we go to the statue here and press this button, just like the other 4 buttons. As you see, there's plates all over the ground, and when we step on them, they make little designs or different things. That one's a woman, and they got all kinds of other stuff. Now, all these pictures are Illuminati symbols, so we got one guy staying over there, and I'm going to run over here, and what we're going to do is, no, that's not one. Okay, so we go through here, we go through the mud maze, and when we pop out the other side, we're going to have some right at the front, and then over the bridge, we're going to have a couple more. And the way this works is if you're standing on one and the person back on the other side is standing on the exact same one, they disappear. And so we need to get all of them to disappear. If for whatever reason you stand on one and they're standing on the wrong thing on the other side, it restarts the whole thing. So you got to be careful. Make sure you communicate well, because if one of the 4 people's accidentally standing on one, it screws everything up. So you're going to go through and it's just pretty much a matching game. Now after that, you're going to want to reactivate the solar eclipse, and then you come over here, and 3 of the people are going to be downstairs at the base of the waterfall. And what are you doing? Scott, go down the waterfall. And the 3 of them are going to go stand on a grate down there, and the 4th person is going to be up here at the waterfall waiting. And once they're down there, and they just Richtofen's going to say something about, oh, we should all stand here and see what happens, or something like that. Then the 4th person is going to take a slide down, and you'll see right here on my right hand side that switch we just passed. You don't have to hold a button, you don't have to do anything like that. Just as you go down the slide, it's going to activate it, and then you just wait. And then the solar eclipse is going to disappear, and your character is going to say something. And that's the really nice thing about this Easter egg, is every time you do something and you finish it, you complete it, your character is always going to make mention of it. So now here for the 3rd step, you're going to come over here, and a crazy meteor is going to hit the Earth. Now this is important. You're going to have the shrink ray for this. So, save up a little bit of money, go run and hit the box, and just wait until somebody gets the shrink ray. Once they get the shrink ray, then we get over here and we're going to have to knock that rock out. If you have the ray gun or like a law or something like that, it's actually going to be pretty easy. But we didn't have any weapons because we got the Bowie knife first, so we're just trying to knock it down with grenades. And it eventually works. It's just a little bit trickier to do it. Cooking grenade just right. If you just cook a grenade just right and toss it up there, you can get it knocked down. And then once you knock it down, you take the shrink ray and hit it with the shrink ray. It turns into a little bitty ball, and all you do is walk up and knife it, and it's going to take the slide down, and you can go ahead and follow it down the slide. I guess it's not really necessary for you to follow it. Once you hit it, that's it. It's gonna go down the slide here, and then it's gonna roll over, and it's gonna get into this water spout. And then after it's in the water spout, the water spout shoots it up, and it lands on the golden rod up there. Not that one, but there, right there, the one that just raised up. The ball hits it, and you're ready to go on to the next step. And for this next step, as well as the one after it, step 4 and 5. You're going to need a fire guy. I guess you don't really need him for the 5th step, but if you don't have him, then you need a bunch of crawlers. So it just makes it easier to have the fire guy. So once you get the fire guy, if it's in the middle of a round, make sure you back up or even escape if you have to, because you don't want him to accidentally blow up. Because they don't come very often, and it just, it's just wasting your time the longer you have to wait for it. Now, after you activate the eclipse with the fire guy, you're going to turn that wheel, and you're going to want him to come and follow you down this whole passage. And then you're going to lead him all the way down to where the power supply is, or the power switch, excuse me. And then you just get to loop right back around. Now, everything's worked when you see all that gas lit on fire like that. You flip the switch, and you're set to go. So then the next thing you want to do is because the fire guy is still alive. Make sure you don't make him accidentally blow up. But you go to all 4 of these holes in here and you set up your spike moors there, and then you lead the fire guy right through. And as you see, he's setting off each of them, but it's not killing him. The spike moors won't kill him, but he'll set it off, and then the spikes that shoot out will plug the holes. Now, once all the holes are plugged, you don't need the fire guy anymore, so we can just run up and make him explode, and then we can move on to the final part of this step, which is all the way down at the bottom, where the bottom of the waterfall, right where the box spawns, right on the other side of this rock here, there's going to be a button that says do not hold X, or don't hold X, or whatever. And you want to push it, you want to hold X. And it's going to get this water to flow, and then bam, we alleviated whatever problem it was, and we can move on to the next step. So go ahead and start the eclipse again. And then there's going to be more glyphs, more Illuminati writing, but instead of them being on the ground, they're all going to be on the walls, and you have to run up and knife them. And they're sort of scattered all over the map, but most of them are going to be right here at the spawn and then the 2 outside areas just past the 750 doors. There are a few downstairs, so you do kind of have to go looking for them, and some of them are a little bit pesky. You have to hit it at just the right angle, like that one right there. Now you see just off in the distance where we're at right here with the minecart, excuse me, there's that little teepee looking thing of sticks and twigs over there, and you just want to throw a bunch of grenades over there until it explodes. After that, you're going to start the whole thing over again, do the eclipse, and then run over to the mud maze, and that's when we're going to set up all these dials here. Now the very first one you get to on your right when you enter the mud maze, or actually, what am I doing first? Oh, this back one. Okay, so this one's 16, which is going to be the C, the line, and the dot makes a 16. And then this one's going to be a 1. And then the one all the way across over here is going to be a 4, if we can get to it. The stupid bamboo. This, I gotta say, when it works just perfect, this maze is great. When it blocks the zombies and it saves your life, it's awesome. And then when it annoys the crap out of you like that, I just hate it. But here we're going to set that one to 4. We're going to come over here, and the last one's going to be 3. So it's a 16, a 1, a 4, and a 3. And then we got to activate these guys. Now, once you activate them, you're going to shoot it with the shrink ray, and the dynamite's going to drop, and you want to catch the dynamite. Now, in order to activate these, though, you have to hit 4 of the 8 gongs. And the 4 you have to hit are the ones that don't make weird noises, the ones that don't go dwing, or whatever noise it is. The ones that make a natural, normal gong harmonizing sound are the 4 that you want to hit. The one that's in the spawn, the one right by the minecart, the one right when you go past the left 750 door, and then the other one all the way by the monkey statue. And you saw we just shot the channeling stone that's above the mud maze, and it went and it shot off these 3 weird little things and made the meteorite shrink. Now it's important to note, I didn't mention it before, but the shrink ray at this point has to be pack-a-punched. From the point where you're picking up the dynamite off of it to shrinking the meteorite. The shrink ray has to be pack-a-punched in order for it to work, otherwise it's not going to work. Then you run up here through the wall that you can kind of glitch through, which is a little weird, but they're going to start talking and say they need to blow up the wall to get out. And so you go up and you press X, whoever has the dynamite, and then you want to back up and get out of the way. And if you don't back up far enough, it's just not going to explode. So you have to step a little back, and then as soon as it explodes, the solar eclipse goes away. You run up and you grab it, and bam, you get 7 perks. Now the 7 perks only go to the person who picks up the meteorite, and that person gets it to keep it no matter what, whether they go down or die or whatever. Now you see these little radios. That little radio pops up afterwards, and you listen to it, and then you start the eclipse again, and the radio will disappear, and you can start the Easter egg all over again. Now, as of yet, no one's been able to prove or confirm that you can do it with more than one person, because it seems like every time someone tries, someone always times out, or something like that happens. So it seems like maybe you actually can't do it with more than one person. But yep, that's the Easter egg, and I don't know, it's a pretty good Easter egg. I don't know. I like the Wonder Waffle a little bit better, although it is kind of neat to never have to lose your perks. The problem is if it's only for one person, it kind of sucks for the other three who have to go through this whole shebang just for one person to get all 7 perks. But all in all, it's still a lot better than 4 death machines for 90 seconds. So that looks like it's about it from me, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.